I'm gonna be honest with this and say me. If I wasn't there, no one else would do that. So
I don't want to brag or anything, but like, look at this face.
Actually, I'll be honest. It was probably your mom, but like
Technically speaking, I was the one who like started this.
I'm very happy with the first season, to be honest with you. I think we did a lot of work towards it. We put a lot of effort into this and it worked out better than I expected. I would say the improvement in all of us is a lot, to be honest. Like all of us have just blown this whole thing out of the window and out of a house too, if you want to, okay, anyways. And yeah, I think I'm very happy and very satisfied with what we've done.
Yeah. It was kind of like, it was, when there's a game, I think, me and Jonas play it, called Ready or Not. It's like the preview kind of thingy, So like we just tested out everything and kind of learned how to do everything. This season 2 is going to be like a proper banger. Batah.
Well, in my honest opinion, it wasn't the best at first, but we got better like the more we did it. So I think it was okay for a start.
Well, I think the start was good. Like we didn't really expect it to do like well, and we kind of expected just to get like 10 views. But the first episode blew up, and yeah, it kind of went on from there. I remember when you moved to Finland, back to Finland.
Yeah.
Like the first year we hanged out every day, and then after that we like saw like every 3 weeks.
3 weeks, yeah, around months.
Yeah.
True.
Even though you lived here,
Oh, well, back in the day I was so like, what's it called?
Antisocial.
Not antisocial, like more, yeah, kinda, but
You didn't go outside.
I was more,
You didn't
like,
go outside.
I didn't go outside, I didn't even want to go outside.
the thing is, Nasser isn't antisocial, he just...
Introverted.
You're lazy.
Yeah, he's introvert.
You're lazy.
Actually, I want to ask this.
I'm
Not
just
lazy, but in a way where you're the type of guy that doesn't call people to meet up.
Yes.
Like really like your homies and stuff.
Yeah.
This guy never is the one that says, "Oh, let's go out."
Very rarely, but I do it sometimes.
You do it sometimes, but it's
Sometimes, yeah.
so rare.
I know.
Yeah.
I want to ask one thing. Is everyone here an introvert?
I'm definitely more introvert than extrovert, but I
Yeah.
think nowadays I'm like ambivert, what it's called.
Actually,
Both.
probably because of the podcast, I'm like both now.
Nah, you're extroverted.
Me?
You are.
There's no way
you
you're not
hang out-
introverted.
You hang out with different people all the time.
But I know all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you always get to know new people. That's the thing.
I would say you're more introverted.
You're
than,
more ex-
No, I mean
no,
no
extroverted.
extroverted than
You're
introverted.
the most extrovert out of all of us.
I think I'm a hybrid.
Yeah, same.
I'm a
Same.
hybrid.
I'm more on the
Like-
introvert side, but I'm still a little bit extrovert.
You have this awkward sense to you.
Yeah, like
Not a bad one.
I don't meet people. I don't like meeting people. I don't know.
I can
Hello, what's up? I'm Josef.
The thing is, I like meeting new people, especially like probably you have noticed. Like every time I see some of your new friends,
Yeah.
I'll always like start talking and
Yeah.
stuff. Because I
Yeah.
like meeting people, but also I don't want them in my life.
Same. That's
Yes,
so-
yes,
that's
yes,
so
yes,
me,
that's
that's so
me,
me.
that's
That's me.
That's the problem. Like you're like, yeah, I wanna like talk to your interesting person, but I don't want you calling
don't
me.
call me tomorrow.
Yeah, don't call
just
me.
today. Right
Yeah,
now,
just
right
today.
now.
For now, yeah, we can be like, yeah, let's see, but like,
To
we
be honest,
actually don't
I
never
realize
see.
this about you. Like you talk to people, whoever they are. Like
Yeah.
you have a normal conversation. You can like you bring up stuff. To people,
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Which not everyone does that.
I think I'm the most introverted. I like to.
social skills.
Okay,
are
guys.
zero.
I like to talk to people, but when someone doesn't talk to me, I don't talk to them ever. Even if we're in a group and everyone else
You live in
leaves.
Finland, so you don't talk to anyone.
Yeah. Well, what does that mean,
Bro, Finnish people are awkward.
bro?
True.
Like-
Like if you don't start the conversation, no one will talk to you.
Yeah.
So
So
You never talk
I
to
don't
anyone.
talk to anyone except the people that talk to me.
yeah.
That's my thing.
That's true.
But when they talk to me, I talk to them. Like that's how
Yeah,
it goes.
yeah.
I think I'm the kind of person that likes to avoid people,
Same.
but I can still deal with them if I have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
I would
are.
describe them
Yeah, that's.
But like
That's
the
true.
thing is, when I get into the like conversation and the action, I actually get really happy and I get into it. But then after probably an hour or two,
Yeah, you're like-
I get so tired of
Do you guys
everyone.
have a social battery?
Bro,
Some people don't have that.
yes.
bro.
I have a social battery.
Yes.
I realize sometimes middle of the day I'm like, it's run out. I want to go home.
Yeah.
I can handle some people, but not everyone. I can handle all of my bros. I could be with Amin for probably like 10 hours straight.
He can't handle all this. Oh, that's sad.
I can handle Nasser probably 10 hours, but he can't probably handle me more than 5 hours. I don't think.
Like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Right?
But,
I'm kidding.
but every one of you knows when I get into like deep stuff and start talking like hours, I don't stop.
Yeah.
Actually,
Sometimes it's hard, but not always. Because the thing is, if we didn't have you for this, no one would do it. Say one thing that makes me so happy is the fact that we're the only people I know anywhere who like that has a podcast. Actually,
that is true.
Yeah.
Listen, this guy is
Actually,
17 and has a podcast.
a podcast,
Bro.
a podcast, not just it's like it's surreal to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I know anyone that like actually started something like this, like something big.
Or even does YouTube.
Yeah.
those
I don't
YouTuber,
know any other YouTuber except this guy and that guy and this guy.
Yeah, I think in Germany I know a couple of YouTubers, but they're like also small scale. But yeah, we're gonna have a lot of work to do. Obviously, very soon for the new season, and
Yeah.
there might not be. We don't know exactly how long it's gonna take for the next episodes to
True.
come. It might be a week, max 2. Not
So if we don't upload one day, just don't be like, oh,
surprise,
what's going on?
basically.
Yeah.
We might skip a day.
My future vision for this podcast is I would love to have a 4-man podcast with 4 people at the same time. That's very important. And also us to put more work into this. Just take it super seriously and make this a big thing in the future. So more work, more hustle.
I'm kidding. I don't know. It's gonna be improved in every way possible. I think everything, quality, setup, site, everything from here to here. Everything.
Well, of course, we want to improve on everything, the quality, the budget, the views, everything.
I mean, we're gonna obviously develop, and this setup was too small for us, and yeah, we needed some change. Yeah, it's gonna be good. Anyone who wants to start like something in YouTube or any other platform, it's like obviously the first 10, 20, 150 episodes
200
are gonna be bad.
Yeah.
They're gonna be
Like
bad.
you think you're gonna sit there and talk normally, but when you sit in front of the camera, you're gonna look at it and be like, this feels weird. And it's like you're talking to yourself.
I wanna actually bring us something. Do you guys still hate your voice?
Oh yeah.
I don't.
I don't
I don't
I've
hate it.
never hated my voice.
It's weird.
I've never hated my
Same.
voice
Same, never.
or hated hearing my own voice.
What is you guys' favorite episode of all the episodes we've done yet? First off, I'm gonna ask you guys this question. You're gonna write in the comments what your favorite episode was until now, because we wanna know. We're just curious about it. Starting with you, Mr. Yunus.
My favorite episode was the army one,
The first one?
the first and second.
It's like,
Yeah,
Both
because like, in a way, I kind of miss the army. You know, it was a vibe, and we even talked today that how much of a vibe it was, and
Yeah.
like in the moment, it wasn't nice.
Yeah.
You know.
It's always like that.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
for everyone. It's gonna be like that. You don't like that. And
Once you remember the things that you did, you're like, it was pretty cool, bro.
I don't remember if it was the culture or the food one. It was me, you, and Yusuf.
Yeah, the food
And
one.
we
The
kept
food.
arguing for a while.
That was
a very
Yeah.
good
That was
episode.
fun.
Check that out. I'm gonna put it down here.
And
Actually,
me and Jonas, the movies.
Oh, that
I
was
liked you guys'
fun.
business episode. That was the best for me. For
Or
me,
the
it
car
was-
thingy.
Yeah. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, we had fun filming
Yeah.
that episode.
I would say my own favorite is the TikTok Q&A. Me and Amin.
Ooh.
Oh wait, actually.
Because like it was so chill, and it was actually people like asking us.
Yeah,
like,
it was
live
very
stuff.
very
Yeah.
different.
Very different.
Very different. Because usually we have like none of our episodes are scripted.
Yes.
Like
Well,
in every episode, we only have like what are the
Keywords.
things
Keywords.
like keywords that we should address. Okay, what's the big news?
Yeah.
Like what's something new, and then it just goes and flows from there on, and we just come up with ideas at this in the spot
Yeah.
and go down like a rabbit hole.
Yeah.
So it's
And that's
organic.
what I love. Because if I think about
content.
having like a script, a complete script, bro, it's like you're so stressed. I think scripting yourself is easier than scripting for others.
That is really true.
Yeah,
Super
Because
true.
you're scripting for yourself, you know kind of what you're thinking. When you go to me and you're like, Nasser, now you're gonna say this and this, I'm like,
That
Yeah,
is
that's
really
great.
true. That's really true.
what?
Actually,
Yeah.
my favorite episode, the meme episode with you, I had so much fun.
Yeah.
I had so much fun. It was so fun. We laughed the whole episode.
That's
and we
so
were
long
like,
ago.
And before the podcast, we drank like 3 Red Bulls. So we were literally like,
Remember why?
yeah, I don't remember why.
As one of
And then
leg was
I
bit.
will say, what was my second favorite is a podcast we didn't release. It's a One Piece podcast episode.
So what happened was
What?
they decided to do an anime podcast episode where they actually literally explain the whole plot line
Of One
of
Piece.
One Piece from episode 1 to like episode 1000.
In 40
okay?
minutes.
And they were talking about like episode like 1 to 5 took 40 minutes.
Yeah.
40
And
minutes.
we didn't get almost anything right. Yeah. We were like,
What was the dog's name?
Yeah.
The dog there or here?
And the dog bit his leg. Bro, it's an actual
Yeah, but
name.
he died. But
Yeah.
And the,
It was
the
terrible.
thing is that I was in the background like listening. I was like, no one's gonna watch this. Like it's gonna be a 10-hour
Yeah.
podcast
Yeah.
episode.
Because why? Because the people who've already watched One Piece don't care. The ones who are gonna watch One Piece don't want to know.
Don't
what's
want to know
happening.
what's gonna happen. Yeah, exactly. It's gonna be spoilers.
It was literally like One Piece, the voiceover. Like, what is that?
This is like scripted.
Bro,
Yeah.
I don't have no idea why
So
we did
I just stood up, stopped the recording. I was like, okay, you guys stop that. Go get fresh air, and come
And
up with
drink
something
Red Bull.
new. Okay.
that. And then we did the
then
meme
they
episode.
drank like 3 Red Bulls and were like, we do meme episode.
But it was really good.
I have a really good question actually for you.
Yeah.
What is one personality trait that you guys realized about each other? Like, let's say Josef. What's one thing Josef always does on the podcast while we film?
I know.
That is funny, weird, anything.
I know. He does this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot.
He tries
Yeah.
to be
He does like this.
formal.
Yeah,
No,
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 no.
like he's not like
Guys,
this.
I'm always like this.
No, you're not like this. It's
That's the
usually
thing.
like
Yeah,
this.
this right
Guys,
here.
yeah.
That's what he does. You do this a lot. I don't know
Did
why.
you know
Oh,
creating
no,
actually gives
it's not
you
podcast.
brain damage?
The thing is like Yusuf isn't formal at all.
Yeah,
in
the
person.
opposite. The
Bro,
opposite.
You
I
have
am
to
so
What do you mean,
formal.
bro?
I'm
You
so
are bing
formal.
bong. You are
Guys,
bing
I'm
bong.
so formal. I'm like the most Chad out of everyone. I always walk here. I'm walking like this, and I'm like, hey guys,
You walking
Welcome
like,
to
bro.
this
You walk
podcast.
like
welcome to
this.
this Nuts podcast, bro.
That's how you walk.
It's true. It's
I'll
true.
kill you. I'll kill you.
It's true. Okay, what about Amin? What's one thing that Amin does weird, or like something that I realize Amin has a lot of. You have a lot of times where you go like this when you're talking, and then you like zone out. You look something down for a while,
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
and then you don't listen to the other guy. You're like, yeah. Then continue. Kind of like that.
Yeah, and when Amin talks, he's usually really quiet, and when he talks, it's like when he starts talking, he has to move his hands, you know.
Or like the other day when he was like,
Anyways, and he does this. Listen, oh,
for
no.
20 minutes he was like this on the mic. Oh, bro, I want to
and Amin does this.
yeah.
When he makes points, he's like,
I wanted to
that's
say
true.
something, but it's gonna be kind of. I don't know if we can have this on the podcast, but Amin does always something sus while on the podcast. Like Amin,
You're like
one
ca-
podcast
catching my
did this.
foot-
Amin did
catching
this
my-
one podcast like this, or like every podcast episode, he's doing something like that. Like I don't know how Nasser cuts all of it out, but Amin's always doing something.
Yeah, because
I don't know.
bro, you don't know.
Yeah, we
like you
can't.
should thank me, by the way.
we can't.
I nice you. I nice you. Okay, what's about you?
About me.
What I think about
We're keeping that in, by the way.
what's one thing about
Jonas, if the episode is too long, Jonas starts losing brain cells every 2 seconds, and then at the end of the episode, Jonas
No,
starts like,
No,
What?
that's the one episode
no,
that we
it's
didn't
almost every
release.
episode.
That's the one episode we didn't release because I didn't sleep for
True,
3 days.
but
No,
it's-
actually, no. He's
it's
always
a lot of
factual. He always speaks facts and he's formal. Then,
But then at the end of the
he's like,
episode,
"Oh,
yeah, it's almost every episode. Almost every
And
episode.
one thing you know was about is like when you're talking about facts, exactly, factual stuff.
He's like, shut up.
yeah,
No, you shut up.
No.
Anyways.
No. You say something, and then you're like, he's like, no. Actually, this is how he explains the whole thing.
Actually, I noticed while watching like episodes where I'm in, when I get really into the subject
We don't
and
trust
wanna point something out, I always hush you.
Oh,
Remember, I was like, shh.
Nasser,
Okay. Well,
okay,
That's
Nasser
not
has something that's kind of funny. Sometimes, like he has this thing. He only has 3 moods. He doesn't want to record, but he's still recording. He wants to record, but he's so long it doesn't make sense. And 3, he does some, bro. you know how many episodes, like 10 minutes of it is Nasser doing this. Okay, we're doing like, actually we're recording, and then Nasser is like, ooh, just randomly,
Yeah.
randomly.
Yeah.
Bing bong.
I had one thing.
And the thing is, Nasser is the one. If we ever get demonetized,
Yeah,
it's
it's
because of
about
him.
this, yeah.
Because he always does like these suggestions, inappropriate suggestions. Every time, even like if I'm talking like normal
Nasser is
stuff, he does like inappropriate suggestions, and it's just kind of like, it's just like why? like
You
that
know
thing
you
comes.
shouldn't say that.
Yeah, like why?
I had one thing told to me actually by 3 different people, which is I stare into people's souls.
Yeah.
So like when we're sitting
Yeah.
next to each other and you start speaking, I'm looking at you like on the side like this
You look at them like,
Yeah,
for a long time.
yeah,
I don't notice that.
yeah. I know.
Really?
I
Bro,
forgot
when
about
we
that.
speak, when we did a podcast, and you talk, blah blah blah.
Because
you look
I
at the
think-
camera, then when I look at you or I talk and look at the camera, I see you looking at me.
Yeah.
Do you know why?
It's
Do you know why? I have actually a theory about that, because you're thinking next what you're gonna say, and you kind of like zone out and you wanna look
Like you're
somewhere.
trying to
That's the thing. I
No,
don't.
no,
know.
you're trying
I
to go
don't
with the
listen to
flow.
people. That's why I look at them.
So you listen with your eyes.
Yes.
Huh?
Oh.
You're trying to go
I-
with the
I
flow, but you
usually-
do this.
I can't do this. I look at someone like for a long time.
You
like
don't even
this.
blink. You do.
Yeah.
Usually
Seems
when,
scary.
when I
Yeah,
listen, I kind of look to the side, because the ear is here.
Okay, I don't know.
I'm like, listening and just like building pictures
Sometimes I lose
in
a
my mind.
thought in my mind and then I have to recollect it. And then I look at you and then I'm like, okay, listen to what he's saying. And then I realize what you're saying. What do you think is the best trait out of each one of us? Something on this podcast something from us personality or with something we do that is very good towards this podcast.
okay, I wanna say first of all, Nasser's energy. It's really nice for the podcast because sometimes I don't feel any energy, and then Nasser is just like, and I'm like, okay, now I feel like actually I wanna record.
Yeah.
I like that.
Thanks.
Yes.
Like towards Nasser, I think
Each one.
first of all, he works his ass out for the edits.
True, that's very true.
And
I do.
press the like button for Nasser, because he actually edits these videos and actually takes his time, and instead of playing League, he actually edits
Yes.
videos.
Sometimes I just edit all day and then my
And-
friends are playing.
yeah.
I'm like,
Playing without him.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, you do bring like this certain type of energy and a vibe that
I know sometimes
this
it can be
podcast
annoying.
needs.
Sometimes it can be annoying.
It's not annoying.
Right?
No, bro.
No, it's not annoying.
Okay, stop. I can't take this much.
I mean, you are annoying. And
Yes,
yeah,
yes,
I
thank you,
don't
thank
like,
you.
Like,
I
I
know.
don't
But the
like
energy
you.
is nice.
You don't
I
like
don't
me.
like me. I don't like me.
Don't leave me hanging, bro.
Bro,
Was this knowing you?
Kiss his hand.
Don't kiss my hand.
I didn't say it.
Okay,
Leave my hand!
Yeah,
Nice
yeah.
knowing you guys.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Nice knowing-
I don't like you.
I don't like me.
I don't like you.
okay, bye-bye.
Ling long. I would say actually Josef, because I don't expect Josef to write all these scripts and all this. And sometimes he sits for hours just writing, and then you're thinking like, damn, this is more than you should do actually.
You know what I appreciate
I would
about
like that.
Josef?
Yeah.
I really appreciate Yusuf's music skill, because like
No
all
one
the
realizes
music in the podcast is made by this
All
guy,
Yusuf.
Yeah.
this Ling Long guy.
Dun, 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 dun. It's his doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what about? I mean,
But I mean, it's like
I wanna talk about it.
he's not Ling Long really. He's more like a vibe, a vibe.
Nasser shows like this personality that is like happy and energetic that like everyone wants to be, and Amin brings like this realism into this podcast, what actually every life is like.
True.
It's not
I think
always
you do that
sunshine and
Yeah.
happiness.
We both
Thanks.
do that actually. Real man.
Yeah, we're the real men.
Real men don't cry.
Wait, what's it supposed to mean?
It's a new type of handshake.
Yeah. It's a bromance handshake.
Yeah.
So, but Jonas?
Me.
They're obviously being serious.
Nah, I would say
Factual.
Jonas is he's a leader. Yeah, like Jonas has this thing. with him
No,
that-
he's not a. Okay, I can't say that. He's not a coward. Like he takes risks, and he like
takes risks.
For example, the podcast. He's like, okay, let's buy this stuff.
Jonas makes things happen.
Yeah.
Basically, he makes things happen, and just he knows all of this stuff. Yeah, and I have said this before, and I'm saying it again.
I've
You
said
are the
it
most
about Ali.
interesting person I know. Actually, no joke. Like,
Actually, that's kind of true.
you can't
never
deny it,
know,
bro.
you never know.
He has this vibe to him. Like,
He
no one
could
else
be
has
thinking
it.
about a fat bunda right now. You don't know. He could
Probably
be
his own.
Yeah, guys, just in case you've missed it. Okay, no, you
He missed the sauce
Jack!
challenge.
No, not a single word. Okay,
He
this
missed
needs
the
to
sauce
be.
challenge.
The world
Guys.
needs to know.
You missed the
No,
sauce
no, I
challenge.
don't care. It's a podcast. We need. The world needs to know. Okay,
It's facts.
this guy. If
I'll
you
take
haven't
chili for that.
seen his bunda on the podcast, just pay attention to him. If he gets up and does this, just look. Please, just look, and you'll realize that it's ratata.
That's why when I was bringing these pillows for the guys, I was covering my ass
Yeah.
when coming here, so Nasser doesn't like cut it. and like
I probably would have.
For me, he's just a good big brother in every way. Even in the podcast, he like takes me from the neck.
A role model.
It's good.
that's
Yeah.
nice to hear.
Okay.
I really miss something though that we used to have when we were little. We used to see each other,
Yeah, now you do
but
best.
now
Yeah.
we really are in the different rooms always. It's
Yeah,
sad.
he lives in the upstairs,
Yeah.
I live in the downstairs.
I feel like our lives are really like weird and interesting.
We're not boring.
We're not boring.
We're not boring. That's true. We have so much going on all the time. Each one of us have separate things going
But
on. And
except
together.
Amin. Amin is
Yeah.
depressed all the time. Sits at home, lays down,
Yeah,
doesn't do anything.
he has his Spotify playlist where he has just sad songs when
Yeah.
he drives by himself, and he probably almost crashed by himself 10 times. Just hasn't told us about it.
Yeah.
Driven like 200 kilometers per hour.
Mm.
I wouldn't be surprised if I hear he's dead next day. You know, it's okay. I mean, doesn't really matter. You know. I'm gonna be honest with this and say me, because I'm the one who produced all the videos. So if I wasn't there, no one else would do that. So yeah, it's just me. Yeah, I'm the best. With a voice crack.
Easily me, because like I don't want to brag or anything, but like look at this face. When people see me in the thumbnail, they're like, let me click on that. And then obviously Nasser, because we click like this, we're like bros. Yani, it's obvious. Yeah, just carry on. And me obviously, of course.
Amin. Actually, I'll be honest. It was probably your mom, but like
Well, technically speaking, I was the one who like started this and actually pushed this forward. I think Nasser does most of the like work, like actual like physical work towards this. Josef is really helpful. Amin gets like really good ideas.
The new studio is khara. I'm giving you the new studio, man.
Like obviously, like Amin is hooking us up with the new studio, but yeah, technically, Nasser has done most of the work.
I would say that one last question. Did you guys have fun with season 1?
Yes.
I did.
It will be forever iconic.
It was like stressful, obviously, like trying to organize all the stuff and
No, but think
ordering
about it.
and
We
buying.
improved a lot. Like the way we plan our filming and schedules, it's really good.
I would say I'm looking towards season 2 very much. I'm very excited, like super excited, because I feel like we've been doing the same thing for a long time now, and this change makes it so interesting to actually work on the
Even
podcast.
more
Like we've done this for how much? 4 months?
4 or 5 months.
Yeah,
That's
no, almost 4 months.
that's a good amount.
I'm excited, bro. I'm excited.
Mm.
I'm pretty sure you guys will love it. The aesthetic is gonna be nice. Plus, we can relax. Like right now, even though we're sitting all together, like I'm still kind of like cramped up
Because
I'm
like
scared I'll
it's
fall
a
with
really
this chair.
tight
Yeah.
space. Like this
Yeah.
is just
It's
one
really-
like
it's very
small area.
Yeah.
We don't have
We
space
have a
here.
lot
We
of
actually
space
planned to do a 4-man podcast,
since the start.
like since the start, but
of course this
Like this was our plan to do like 4 man
well,
like this.
obviously we ain't gonna do this every time because it's
This
kind of
is
cramped.
space.
Yeah,
But
this is
even-
like the only time we actually gonna do this.
Yeah,
we
I
actually
think
thought about.
even with the new season 2, we're not gonna have foreman every time. I think.
Not every time.
Not every time, no,
it
of
can
course
be
not.
2-man, 3-man.
Yeah.
When we want.
Depends
to.
on the subject, obviously.
Yeah,
There's gonna be
and then we
space.
can have guests actually. Like we have
Mm.
space for guests. We're gonna have more mics
Yeah.
and hopefully more camera angles.
So
Mm.
stay tuned for that.
Well, follow me on Snapchat, the personal one. I have a story about the podcast, the Instagram, Twitter, and obviously subscribe. Obviously, put the bell thing on. Okay, so you actually patah when we upload. So like patah. I
Your
need to watch
brain
this.
knows it.
Yes, everybody knows it. And yeah, that's
Yeah.
about it.
Does anyone else have something to say?
I'm happy.
Same.
Yeah.
Good job, guys. And season
Yeah.
1 is wrapped up.
Yeah.
See you guys very
Last
soon.
episode of season 1. Hope you enjoyed this one.
Peace.
Peace out.
Peace.